I remember when my kids, I mean, they didn't know. They were just all joking and laughing and cutting up. And they said, gee, Dad, when we were young, you never were around. You were always at church. I remember when they said that, man, at that moment, I was fully present. That was one of the times that, your kids say something to you like that and you just can't sort of be somewhere else. That zap brings you right back to the moment right there. And I decided that I didn't want to be the dad who was never around anymore. I wanted to be the dad that was there. You can do that. You can do that in your marriage with your kids. You can do that. Maybe you're like me and your mind tends to wander in different directions. But you can be the person who is present fully and not the one that's somewhere else. We are a church, and that's one of the things that we do when we come in here. I'm coming in, and I'm going to be fully present to listen to Jesus and God speak to me. I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be about reconciliation. Reconciliation is just a fancy word to tell everybody whatever problems you had is taken care of by the forgiveness of Jesus. You gave your life to Him. It's gone. You're reconciled. And we are to take that message into our world. And I'm telling you, right now, our culture needs that message because our culture is one sick puppy. Because our culture is just trapped in the past. What was done, what wasn't done, the blame and all that. I mean, that's all that's going around in our media today, isn't it? The blame, the accusations, you're a bad guy, you're not a good guy, you're this and you're that. Canceling people, all that kind of stuff, right? Our culture is so locked into the past because they don't know about the forgiveness of Jesus. They don't know it. And you think I'm bad about not being present, in these conversations. We got a culture out there, and those folks go in the past, and they never come back to the present. They're just trapped, living out there. And we as a church, we need to be speaking to them. Because God hasn't called us to be new creations, to go back and right the wrongs of the past. He's calling us to live a new life in faith in Jesus. We live in our culture today, and our culture is so afraid of the future. The hysteria that we have in so many areas. This is going to happen, and we're at the end of democracy, and our nation is going to blow up, and all this kind. And Tuesday's the election. The anxiety about Tuesday, right? Gosh. Afraid of how the votes are going to turn out to be. Afraid of how many seats they're going to have in this place and seats in that place. And who's going to get to force everybody else to do what they want. Right? This is a world right now that needs to hear the message of Jesus. The message of His forgiveness that says, let me set you free from the past. And let me tell you that I'm with you so you don't have to be afraid of the future. If you're afraid of the future and how this election is going to turn out, I just got to tell you, you can quit because God's doing a new thing. And that new thing is that He's going to be with you every day in the future, fully present, and He's going to take care of you because He has a plan for you. And He is going to use you. And He wants to involve you in spreading that message of reconciliation to other people. And I'm telling you, we got we got tons of opportunities to have this conversation with the people that are around us, with everything that's going on in our culture today. Our culture needs the church. Our culture needs Jesus Christ. Our culture needs Spirit of Life. It needs you. It needs you. We need to be Spirit Alive, a church of healing, hope, and following Jesus. That'd be a mission, wouldn't it? How about that mission? Can we all just be right here, fully present in this moment? And can we say, I'm on a mission to be a church of healing, hope, and following Jesus? God's doing a new thing here and other places around. He's making a way. And we want to be a church that is flowing with that way of Jesus Christ. And let's help one another. Let's encourage one another. I think that'd be cool, don't you? So how about today? We got to come in God's house. We got to worship. We got to think about Jesus. Wasn't that great? Pretty good.